There are thousands of commander decks in Magic the Gathering. Some that have come pre-made by Wizards of the Coast, but the majority are made by the player base in an attempt to fit their specific playstyle. Now I'm sure you're wondering, man, how do I make a good Magic deck? I don't even know where to start. Well, lucky for you, today I'm going to give you some advice on how to successfully navigate your first Magic the Gathering commander deck building experience. I'm going to show you the most common things to look for when making your first commander deck, and walk you through the most important things to remember when you're making your deck. The most important thing to remember will be at the end, so stick around to see what it is. Number 1. Figure out how you want to play first. This may seem like a no-brainer, but it's very important to how you're going to create your deck. Do you want to be aggressive and take everyone out with strong early creatures? Or do you want to disrupt your opponent's plays and drag out the game? This is fundamental in how you are going to choose your commander and in turn your entire deck. Also make sure to pick cards that are going to directly support your win condition. For example, if you're going to make a token deck, make sure to include cards that create tokens easily, such as Krenko Mob Boss, Scute Swarm, or Doubling Season. Selecting the right cards can be the difference between having a good playable deck and one that doesn't quite work. Number 2. Card amount. When making your deck, pay attention to the amount of each type of card you have, such as lands, draw, or ramp. Having too many of one type of card can throw off the balance of your deck, so make sure to keep an even spread of card types. Typical commander decks have between 34 and 38 lands, though this can differ if you are playing something like Landfall, where you will have more lands and fetch lands cards, as they are crucial to those decks' win conditions. The 5 main card types that almost every deck should have are lands and ramp, of course, draw, removal, board wipes, and win conditions. Now, there are hundreds if not thousands of each of these types of cards, so which ones you use are entirely up to you. But there are certain cards, known as staples, that will be in almost every deck that have their color identity. These include cards such as Smothering Tides, Rhystic Study, Soul Ring, Swords to Plowshares, Arcane Signet, and Command Tower, to name a few. Number 3. Have a functional mana curve. This is crucial for any commander deck. When building your deck, make sure you have a nice spread across the costs of your cards. If you have too many cards that cost too much, you will fall behind and have a very hard time catching up. Making sure you have several smaller spells to cast throughout the game will help you work towards those bigger, more expensive threats. This can include cheap ramp cards to get you to those expensive spells faster, or small creatures to protect your board. Typically, you want to make the bell curve leaning heavily towards the 1, 2, and 3 mana cost spells, with fewer large 5+ cost spells. Number 4. Interaction. Make sure that your deck has several ways to interact with your opponents, for if you don't, you may find yourself in a sticky situation. You typically want around 10 cards that allow you to draw, so you don't run out of steam, and 8 to 10 removal cards, such as Destroys, Exiles, or Counterspells. Also make sure you have sufficient ramp cards, such as Cultivate or Arcane Signet, to help you keep up with your opponents. Number 5. Play with your deck. This is one of the most important steps. The best way to make sure your deck works well and has good synergy is to play test it, either with your friends, online, or at a local TCG table. This is the only real way to make sure your deck works properly, and will be able to compete against a variety of decks. So take it out there to challenge your friends, and if you find that you have cards you aren't using or holding on to for a very long time in-game, swap them out. Number 6. Have fun. This is the absolute most important thing to keep in mind when making your first, second, or even 10th commander deck. Have fun with it. Put cards in that you enjoy, even if they aren't the best competitively. Play commanders that you think look cool or have cool abilities, even if they don't have the best synergy. There is no such thing as a perfect commander deck, so it's better to have fun than to chase something that's not possible. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out my other videos, as it helps me out a ton. I'll be making more in-depth deck building videos for specific deck types soon, but in the meantime, if you have a commander and you want me to build a deck around it, let me know in the comments below, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye!